Hi again, YouTubers. So this is a review that I wanted to get on and tell you guys about because it's an interesting thing that kind of happened to me, and I wanted to make sure that you guys were aware of this because I know I had mentioned this product recently in both, actually two different haul videos, one where I received it as a sample and another one where I actually purchased the product. And the first thing is I received a sample in of the Vita Liberata, I think I'm saying that correctly, Certified Organic Botanics pHenomenal 2 to 3 week tan mousse, and this is in the color medium, and this is what it looks like. And it was a really nice sample. It was 0.84. There's a bubble there. It could be 8.4 or 5.4 ounces. And it came with this awesome little mitt that I was in love with because it actually has stitching instead of just like the typical kind of glued edge. So I got this and I gave it a try, and I used this one on my face, but then I used a full-size one just that I had from Ulta on my whole body. And I really liked it, and it just has a typical pump. It's a mousse, typical formula. And so here's how this kind of went, is I put the product on, and I really liked it, and I liked the color, but I wasn't wowed by how dark it was. When you first put it on, it has a very light color guard. It isn't really dark like pigmentation and stuff like that, but it's just a really light color guard to make it easy for you to apply the product. So it worked well, had no scent, like no scent whatsoever, which I was totally impressed with. Didn't leave anything on my sheets, on my pillowcases, anything. And I have white sheets, and I'm used to just kind of, if I get something on them, I just kind of throw them in the wash with some bleach. But not one mark, not one issue, nothing. So I was really, really impressed with that. But I woke up the next morning and I was just kind of like, the color's okay. I'm not like, wow, nice and tan. It was just, looked natural. But I will say, one of the best things about this is hands and feet. I had none of that like patchy, like sticking around like knuckles or the tips of fingers or like in between the fingers. Like, it blended beautifully. So I was really impressed with that part, but I wasn't wowed by the color. So I went that day to the gym, typical day. I had multiple people that I knew say to me, oh my gosh, your skin looks great. Like, so I was like, wow, because as you guys know, I usually use $1 Million Tan, and I do have a like how I use self-tanner kind of video coming up soon. I am going to tape that next, but I wanted to make sure I got this out first. And so I was like, okay, that's, I mean, it was like 2 or 3 people that said that, and like, that's kind of impressive. So that sold me, and I went out that day and bought the full-sized. However, oh, before that, I came home and I checked the reviews because I wanted to see what people had to say. And the majority of the people said that they had received the medium as a sample, but then when they, sorry, I got a funny piece of hair. Then when they went to purchase, that they picked up the dark version of it, and it was a slight bit darker. It wasn't like an intense, really, really dark color, but that it was darker than the medium one. They also mentioned that with this 2 to 3 week version of the tan mousse, is how this works for the 2 to 3 weeks, is that you have to apply it every night for 3 nights, okay? And if you apply it for 1 night, it gets you like 5 days. If you apply it for 2 nights in a row, it gets you like 7 to 10 days. And if you apply it for 3 nights in a row, you were supposed to get 3 weeks out of it. Now, to give you a little bit of an idea, this was 1 application, okay? So 4.22 ounces in the full bottle, and the sample was 0.84. To give you also 25 milliliters versus 125 milliliters. So you've got, oh, I'm going to sneeze. Sorry. Nope, it got stuck. You have 5 times as much in this as you do in this, just to give you a little bit of an idea. So I did kind of go, okay, so I'm really not getting the best idea of this tan on that one. So I'm going to go out and I'm going to buy the full-size one, but I'm going to buy the dark one. And the only real difference is how it says dark right here. Now, another thing about this is a typical self-tanner is around $30, and that's fairly expensive, versus like a drugstore one is around $10 to $15, and then like St. Tropez and like $1 Million Tan, things like that are like the $25 to like $35 range. Some go as high as $40. This was $54, so I was like, okay, I better love this. Like, I really hope I love this. In the meantime, too, by the way, I had picked up their self-tanning mitt. While it is a nice self-tanning mitt that has been put together better than most, I wish it was like this, the like stitched one. I have thrown this one in the wash too, and it came out fine, so, which is way better than most others I've purchased, and they're not bad price-wise. I think that was $6.75. So this was $54, and I was like, oh, really had to talk myself into this. But I got it, and I tried it, and I put it on the next night, and this one was darker and did give me a nicer tan, but still it wasn't like, it wasn't crazy. It wasn't crazy dark, but it looked so nice and just even, like more even than any tanner I've ever used. So I was impressed with that. So, and still, second night, like a very slight scent for just a moment or two, but no scent stayed. It was like gone within a second or so. Like it was so fast that I didn't even hardly notice it. So, second day, fine. Looked great. Like, no issues. Third night, tried it, great. Loved it. Same thing. I will say the third night, I started to notice a little bit of the scent when I woke up the next morning, like that lingering scent. But jumped in the shower, rinsed it off, no problem. And then this is where the interesting part comes in. Then I go to MJ's swim class. I go once a week to MJ's swim class. I use self-tanner every single week. No issues. Oh, you hear him? He went to bed and he fell asleep, but now he's kind of rolling around. I don't know. He's fine. But so I've used tons and every type of self-tanner. I've been in swimming pools that are saltwater. I've been in ones that are chlorine. I've been in the ocean. Like, yes, they fade them slightly, but I've never really had any issues. So got up the next morning, went to a swim class, and I go in the pool with him for part of it. And I'm in swim class and no problem, this, that, and the other. And I get out and I get changed and I get him changed and everything like that. And then later in the day, I'm running errands and I'm looking around and I'm like, I had lost all of it. All of my self-tanner came off. All of it. Not some of it, not part of it, not blotchy, like all of it. Gone. Like completely gone. Like I had exfoliated my skin and I've been in this pool before too, so it's not the pool. It's not the chlorine. Like, it had to have been this. This is supposed to work with your pH and stay better than anything else. With that 3 times of using it, I had used almost a half a bottle of this. And it was gone. Gone. That's insane. I don't even understand how that happens because I am telling you, I have used and tried almost every self-tanner you can think of, and I've been in every type of pool, and I've been in this pool before. Like my $1 million tan, it doesn't budge in that pool. Like every once in a while, if I have a spot that I like, after I get out, I really rub with a towel or something like that, I'll notice a little bit of fading, but this stuff was like gone. Like not a tint of it left. Crazy. So that being said, not going to repurchase this. That's insane. And I'm not going to use it while he has swim classes. Maybe I'll try it again later. But why would I spend $54 on something, even if it's supposed to last 2 to 3 weeks, that is gone? Like the whole purpose of a self-tanner is so you can look like you're out in the sun and you want to be by the pool and things like that. Who wants to go in the pool and then come out and look like that they lost everything? How does that happen? So I am very, very disappointed in this product, and I was so excited for it, and I was talking about it on Twitter, and so I'm really bummed, but I wanted to get on and tell you guys about this because I know I was kind of raving about it. So this, for me, you know how I do like my 1 to 5 scale? It's a 0. Unless you're somebody who is not gonna go in the pool or the beach, I guess. I don't know. Like, I don't even know. I couldn't even tell you how well it's going to work past that. Like, if you don't do that and you want a self-tanner, maybe it's great. But I still think there's better ones out there. Why would you chance that? Why would you chance that? So, to me, unfortunately, the Vita Liberata pHenomenal, pHenomenal 2 to 3 week tan mousse, it is a complete and utter fail. So that's that. I think I am going to actually sit down right now, and I'm going to make myself sit down and do my kind of like how I use self-tanners and stuff like that. So you'll see that in the next day or two as well. So I hope you did enjoy this, and I hope this is helpful for you and maybe saved some of you guys some money or gave you some information out there. So I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know if you have any other questions, and thanks so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye.